Hello there, I'm Chris with PearsonCopy.com, and I'm here to help your brand make more sales with email. As a part of my 100 emails in a 100-day challenge, I'm breaking out an email from a brand that I really, really like, Knack. They sell travel backpacks and travel packs, essentially backpacks that are built for traveling. And one of their taglines that I really like is wear a bag that doesn't make you look like a hiker. So that's something I think is very interesting because I am a hiker. I do see the difference between hiking backpacks and travel backpacks. And I do see that crossover of having a bunch of compartments and ways you can store things in the bag, and it makes you look like a backpacker or a hiker as opposed to an actual traveler. While both can be the same thing, the identities between of those two people are different. So, yeah. With that being said, this is from Knack. This is a what did I say here? Oh yeah, so this is a promo email. It's a promo promise. So this email is an example of Knack selling stuff that the other brands would otherwise consider just garbage and not able to sell. And what I mean by that is that not Knack that Knack is selling garbage, but that the fact that they have like second what are they called, second choice off the factory line, and also to old discontinued products that they have on the shelf that they're trying to get rid of. They're trying to sell and get into people's hands. So that stuff's definitely not garbage. What it is products you can still sell, but because they are not first choice or new products or new launches, you can actually sell them with a discount, or you can sell them because of an event, or you can make it a limited time offer. You could probably sell them for more because they're discontinued and you can't get them anywhere anymore. So they could potentially go the other way and charge more for them. But this is Knack. I think this is a brilliant move, is taking what you have on your shelf in your inventory and actually selling it still, even though those two reasons are why they're selling it. So I think Knack does a good job with that type of angle and approach. I do believe the copy in this could be a little bit different to get people to click through and shop. But yeah, I'll go through those insights here as we break it down. So yeah, the subject line, summer email or summer sale early access. So early access to what? I don't know what that is. I'd have to, my relationship with Knack would have to, my trust in my relationship with them would have to pull me through this of like summer sale early access. So they're playing on the idea that I'm a part of a community that gets access, whereas other people don't. And that's what they play on here in the first paragraph in the email. And so I think that's a good thing. But also too, I would potentially test the subject line. These are products nobody wanted selling at a discount or something like that. Just play on the idea that these are products like second factory choice or whatever it's called, and then also too, these are discontinued items, so they're exclusive. We're not making any more of these. Or you can plan the exclusivity as well as the access, because that's exactly what you're selling to. So the exclusivity of like, you're the only ones that actually get to buy these. We're not selling these to the public. So, or you get a week to choose if you want them. We're gonna sell them to the public. I think they do that. They say, hey, by the 6/20, we're gonna offer these to the public. You get first chance at them because you're part of our community. So it's exclusivity and it's access. I think that you could test the subject line here to get more clicks. I did click on it because I do trust Knack, and I'm like, oh, summer sale. I've been wanting to buy one of their products, and I was like, oh, hey, let's go see if there's something I can get that I would like out of this email. And then, yeah, they're from name and from email, Knack, info@knackbags.com. I think that's fine. That's what most brands do. They use their brand name and then an info at, hello at, customer at. I would try and stay away from customer at or customer support at or support at, just to make sure that it's not, make sure that the email actually feels personal from an actual person, even though the brand is facing the customer. It does feel like it's coming from a real person. If you reply, you're going to get a response back. Even if your brand doesn't promise responses, making it feel like it's from an actual person makes it feel more real. And the relationship and trust can actually build at a quicker pace, and also too more deeply, because it feels like it's from a real person. Moving down into the elements of the email, we have the logo, the brand name, and the basically the invitation. So when it comes to like traditional sales letters, there was a strategy called invitational leads, and these invitational leads are basically like formal invitations, and they use the formal invitation format to get people into the sales page or the sales letter. They also just sold off those invitations, saying, hey, you're invited to this event, pay this to get in, whatever. Here's what's included. Here's a guarantee. Here's a risk reversal, etc. And they make it look like a formal invitation. So this is what I would call an invitation email. A promo invitation or an offer invitation. And I think Knack uses that angle quite well here. And then, like I mentioned before, as a member of the Knack Packer community, we're giving you early access to our summer sale event so that you can pick up some of our very limited sale inventory before we launch to the public on 6/20. So they're limited inventory, limited sale inventory, or discontinued items, or items that are what are called, I think, second choice. What are they called? First quality discontinued, and products in fully functional factory second. Oh, fully functional factory seconds. So factory seconds. So these are functional products that are considered factory seconds. I don't really know exactly what that means, but I'm assuming it's not the first off the line that they choose to actually sell as a product. I bet there's probably a defect or two on them. I would imagine there is, but you're getting the product 90 to 95, 90% of the 90 to 95, 99% of the product is actually good and it's still usable. There might be like a zipper or something, or a pocket that's not sewn right, or there might be something that made it so it's not first line or first choice off the factory line. And if that doesn't bug you, that's great. And I think, again, Knack is doing a brilliant job here of selling those things as opposed to just trashing them or storing them in the inventory and never touching them again. There is revenue in those products, and they can recover some of that cost of making them by selling these products. But yeah, anyway, so Knack basically says we're going to launch this to public on 6/20, which at the recording of this video is in about 4 days. So I've got a weekend basically to buy this. There's urgency here because you have until this weekend before they're all gone, because the rest of the public's going to buy them, and then also some scarcity of there's only limited supply because we don't make very many of these because they're accidents, right? Or they're discontinued. So there's very, very few of them left. So scarcity and urgency to the max here with this. I would maybe play and poke that a little bit more with these. It's implied that it's scarce and that it's urgent, but I would just make that very apparent here with this email, and you'd probably get more clicks and sales. And then here's your offer summer sale, up to 50% off select products. Those select products are already mentioned up here. And then the next piece here, we already read it. The only way to access the awesome savings on first quality discontinued products and fully functional factory seconds is to click through this email. So the only way you're going to get to these is if you click through the email. So they have a limit. They have a very specific link that you're using to give. They're only giving us the email list, and then later they're going to give it to the rest of the public or the people that aren't on their email list. So it makes it feel like it's you're chosen because you're part of the community, you're part of the group, so you get first shot at it. And then hurry, these sales won't last long. Overall, I think this email is great. You have your shop now and your footer information. The other thing, get free returns and exchanges for 30 days. So on this promo, on this specific early access summer sale, you can't return or exchange the items that you buy. They're sold as is, and you get and I believe you just have to. There's no refunds. There's no exchanges. So I would potentially change this line here and just say, hey, because of this sale, this specific sale, this is the terms of it. And I wouldn't do this because that could confuse people if they buy and say, oh, I don't like it, I want to return it, or for whatever reason they want to exchange something. I would just remove this and change this line. Again, I may be off there because I haven't read the byline or the terms and conditions exactly from Knack, but based on what I've seen so far, this is contradictory to what the offer is they're making. So I would update that. And then again, I love the fact that they get help from real people. This idea of people that actually use Knack that are around the world, they actually submit articles and things like that, and they help produce content, or they go and find people that use it and ask those people questions and ask the actual customers to provide content or context to using Knack, and then Knack turns that into articles and content for people to consume. I think that's a great freaking approach. It brings the customer into the conversation. It gives people opportunity to see themselves using the product through various lenses and perspectives. That is the customer. Then you have your socials and your standard footer information here, and that's pretty much it. So overall, the big thing here is for brands, if you have inventory that is second choice or not first choice off the factory line or discontinued, and you don't plan on bringing it back like a back in stock type deal, but you do have the inventory and you need to sell it, you can sell it. There are ways to do this, and I think Knack does a great way of positioning themselves to sell their products that they otherwise wouldn't make any money off of, even though it's select products at 50% off. I think that they're still recovering some of that revenue from the cost of making it, and it puts money in their bank account. So I think also too, customers appreciate this of like, hey, some people don't want to spend $200, $300, $400 on a bag, but they'll spend $150 to get a discontinued bag. They don't really care about what version it is, but they just want the brand in the bag. They want to use it because they enjoy the brand because they already have it, or they've been waiting to buy it, kind of like myself, and I might buy something because of this. So with that being said, I hope you can take these insights back to your brand and make more sales with email. Check out my other videos that are on YouTube here. I'm doing 100 emails in 100 days as a breakdown challenge. With that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you have a good one.